Hello, my name is Solange Jurado. I am 22 years old, and today I want to share a great experience. To answer the questions, yes, I have visited a rainforest a couple of years ago. I had the amazing opportunity to travel to the Ecuadorian Amazon rainforest, specifically to the Tena region, and I was absolutely comfortable experience. During my trip, I did a lot of exciting outdoor activities. For example, we went hiking deep into the jungle with a local guide, and and we also to talk a small games down the Napo River. It was incredible because I say a lot with animals like colorful parrots, small monkeys, swinging, and the trees and beautiful natural waterfalls. The water they was extremely hot and humid, and the rained almost every single afternoon, but that made the adventure even more authentic. I really love escaping to the routine of the city, and I think it's the most beautiful and peace natural place I have ever seen in my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Solange. Bedoya Micaela.
Yes, teacher. Yeah. Hello, my name is uh, Paula Micaela Bedoya Palacios. Is I from in Quito, Ecuador. Right now, I studying in English. I think they really interesting to learning how to use different verbs, tense, the they call it. The like is the music reggae. Present continuum and the past form with my practice what I want to head the birds at speaking and you there thing in English so I can use it for my use studying and work. My free time, enjoy listen to music, playing sport, reading in story. Also to like learning about new place, um, mm, meeting people for the of their culture. My my goal is to keep improving little my little and before conflict my with I speaking. Uh, thank you. Thank you so my listening.
Thank you, Micaela. Aponte, Gabriel.
Yes, hi, my name is Gabriel Aponte. I'm 24 years old. I am from Venezuela. And have you ever tried an extreme sport? I have never tried an extreme sport, but I would really like to do it one day. I think extreme sports are exciting because they help people feel more confident and adventurous. If I had the opportunity, I would like to try paragliding because I love beautiful landscapes and I think flying over mountains will be an unforgettable experience. However, I will prepare well before doing it because safety is very important. I will take lessons with a professional instructor and I use the proper equipment. Maybe next year I will have to change to try it with some friends. I believe it will be an amazing experience that I always remember because it's um, a one idea I had to try next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ferrin de la Cruz Leymar.
Can you listen to me, teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Today I would like to talk to you about my dream of studying in Switzerland. During this unit, we learn how to express opinions, talk about future plans, and describe our goals. So I want to share you one of my biggest dreams. In my opinion, Switzerland is the best country to study international relations. If I had the opportunity to receive an international scholarship, I would choose Switzerland without any doubt. I would like to study at the Graduate Institute of International and Development Studies in Geneva because it is one of the best universities in the world for international relations, diplomacy, international law, and global governance. One of the main reasons why I choose Switzerland is that Geneva is home to many important international organizations, such as the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the World Trade Organization, and the International Committee of the Red Cross. As a student, I could attend international conference, learn from experts, and meet people from different countries and cultures. I think this experience will help me grow both personally and professionally. Another advantage is the excellent quality of educations because Swiss universities offer research opportunities, internships, exchange programs, and scholarships for international students. I am currently studying international relations at ESPE. I believe that studying in Switzerland would perfectly complement my education because I would gain practical experience in diplomacy and international cooperation. My dream is to become a diplomat and represent Ecuador in international organizations. After finishing my studies, I would like to return to my country and use my knowledge to strengthen Ecuador international relations and contribute to peace and cooperation around the world, obviously. I know this dream will require a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, and hard work. But I believe that every great achievement begins with a dream. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leymar. Donato Evelyn.
Good afternoon. My name is Evelyn Donat. In your opinion, what is the most beautiful place in your city? In my opinion, the most beautiful place in my city is the Central Park of Salcedo. It is the heart of my city and one of my favorite places to visit. The park has many green trees, colored flowers, and a beautiful fountain in the center. It is a peaceful place where families, children, and tourists can relax and enjoy the fresh air. Around the park, there are restaurants, small shops, and the main church, which make the area very attractive. And I especially like visiting the park in the afternoon because the weather is nice and I can spend time with my friends or family. I think this place represent the beauty and culture of Salcedo, so I will recommend to people who visit my city. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evelyn. Chikaisa Nayeli.
Yes, teacher.
Are you going to a birthday party this weekend? Yes, I am. I am going to a birthday party this week. It is my cousin's birthday and my whole family is going to be there. We are going to celebrate together, eat delicious food, listen to music, dance, and play full games. I also going to help decoration the house and bring a smart gift for my cousin. I really enjoy birthday parties because they are a great opportunity to spend time with family and friends. Love together and create happy memories. I think birthdays are special because they remind us to be thankful for another year of life. After the party. I going to the relax at home, finish my homework and prepare for my class next week. I really exciting because I know it will be a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone has a great time together. Thank you.
Thank you, Nayeli. Murillo Gabriel. Murillo Gabriel. Murillo Gabriel. Achina Diana.
Thank you, teacher. Hello, teacher. Today I am going to learn about fashion. Either pass I fashion today. It is picture of the lay people I wear of fashion clothes. They used to wear bright color, big jacket, I look packs. Their shirt was very different for today fashion. Of the light people, I wear modern clothes. There I wear green t-shirt, house I share. Today fashion is simple, comfortable, and popular. I like modern fashion because it's comic. I fashionable. I don't like old fashion clothes because they I too because for me I like modern fashion because it's comfortable, I popular, um, popular there I too come for me. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Dianita. Andrade Walter.
Okay. Well, the answer is, what do you do when you feel nervous? Well, when I feel nervous, especially in a stress situation like an exam or interview, I try to manage on this from my seat. First, I take a moment to pause and focus entirely on my breathing. I try to breathe and taking a few deep, slow breaths to lower my heart rate. Then I try to clear my mind uh, and organize my thoughts. Focus is only on in the present moment instead of worrying about the future or what they are saying. No. Also, I remind myself of my preparation and repeat positive thoughts will build up my confidence. This mental reset takes just a few seconds, but helps me reduce a lot of my stress, regain my focus, and answer the question the better form I can do it. And thank you, Inge.
Thank you, Walter. Arisodana.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Today I'm going to talk about two exciting movies that you should watch. First of all, I recently watched two really exciting movies on Netflix, basically. The first one is Forgotten, is a South Korean production, and the second one is Wrong. Basically, both of them keep me completely engaged from the start to the finish. Because Forgotten is full of mystery and unexpected twists that make you question everything. It's about murder and a killer. And while Run, the second movie that I watched, is a tense thriller that builds suspense in every scene. I found them both very interesting because they mix strong storytelling with emotions that really capture your attention. And I don't know if you enjoy movies that surprise you and keep you on the edge of your seat, I would definitely recommend checking them out. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Burgos Lisa María. Burgos Lisa María.
Yes, teacher. Good evening, teacher. Good evening, classmates. My name is Lisa Burgos. I am a responsible, friendly, and hardworking person. I like learning new things and always try to do my best in everything I do. I also have business because I enjoy spending time with my friends. And in my free time, I like spending with my family and working on my goals. My dream is to continue studying and improve my skills and grow both personality and professionally. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa María. Murillo Gabriel. Murillo Gabriel. Caicedo Samantha.
Hello, my name is Samantha Caicedo. One experience I will always remember is when I changed school. I went from a public school to a private school for girls. At first, it was very hard because everything was new. I didn't know anyone, and I have always been very shy. So I was afraid to tell to my classmates. During recess, I was usually alone because everyone already had their own friends. After some times, I started talking to my classmates and made new friends. The best part is that I meet my best friends. We are still very close, and now we study early children education together at ESPE. New, I think, changing school was one of the best things that happened to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. Murillo Gabriel. Cajas Jenny.
Hello, my name is Paola. I am going to talk about the Galapagos Islands are so important to Ecuador and to the world. Thank you for your attention. The Galapagos Islands are one of the most important places in the world because and their incredible biodiversity. They are home to unique animals such giant tortoises, marine iguanas, and blue-foot boobies, which are found on Earth. This slam is inspired Charles Darwin to belong the issue or evolution by natural selection because the scientific and environmental important they um, were declared UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978. Proteins, the Galapagos important because it had big signature for future generation and contributes to the health and world planning. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Last time, Murillo Gabriel. ¿Me puede confirmar si va a exponer Murillo Gabriel debido a que es la tercera vez que le nombro? Tercera y última, si no yo procedo a continuar, por favor, porque tengo que continuar.
¿Sí me escucha, teacher?
Sí, por favor, si
Teacher,
es muy amable de continuar porque es la tercera vez que le nombro.
solo continúo. Aló, aló, ¿cómo se me escucha? Sí me escucha.
Sí, solo puede continuar, por favor.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I would like to talk about my plans for this weekend. I have a lot of activities planned, so I think I would be busy, but this weekend will be fine. Fun. On Friday, I'm going to my cousin's birthday. After school, we are having dinner together, playing games, listening to music, and celebrating with our family and friends. I am excited because I don't see my cousins very often. So on Saturday morning, I am studying for English because I want to get a good grade. In the afternoon, I am meeting my friends at the park to play some basketball and spend some time together. In the evening, I am relaxing at my home and watching a movie with my family. And on Sunday, we are visiting my grandfather. We are having lunch together, talking about our week, and taking some family pictures. before the weekend ends. I will be finishing all my homework so I can start the next week without any stress. And I think the weekend it's gonna be wonderful, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Cárdenas Andrés.
Yes, teacher. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My question is, what is the most interesting or funny story you lived? So I would like to tell you the first time I met twins. While I was walking to my web development class, I saw my friend Alejandro. But that was pretty strange because he usually wears blue jeans and glasses. At this moment, he was using pants and he was not using his glasses. So I told, "Hello, Alejandro, how are you?" And he didn't say hello to me, and he saw me frightened and confused. I thought that was pretty strange, but I continued walking. When I finally arrived my web development class, I saw Alejandro again, but that was too strange because now he was using blue jeans and also he was using his glasses. He was with different clothes. So I asked him, Alejandro, what happened 10 minutes ago? Why didn't you say hello to me? And why you're using different clothes now? You were using pants. He laughed in front of me, and then he told me that he has a twin brother. So the most probable thing is that I said hello to his brother, not to my friend. So that was pretty funny and interesting. We laughed a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrés. Galarza César.
Great, teacher, can I share my screen? Okay. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I want to start my presentation today. Truly satisfied with meaningless entertainment or secretly having deeper emotional experiences. For a long time, the industry assumed castle meant shallow, but we wanted to know the truth. So I do a survey that make me view the live statistics to answer this question. We analyzed the data for our recent micro study, especially from my team, and the results were completely revealing. First, we discovered a massive emotional void in the market. 78% of the survey players report a significant lack of emotional construct in the current castle games. They want to feel something when they play. Secondly, looking at the core demography, 85% of Gen Alpha and Gen Z gamers demand games of the offers immediately fun but are accessible across multiple platforms. They want quality without fraction. And finally, regarding our business model, 19.2% of users showed a positive response to not inviting advising, providing to our monetization strategy completely aligning with player satisfaction. The data answering one question. Games are having more. So also I want to share with you my experience of game jams creating video games. That is exactly why we created a solutions at Nanogame Games like video game development studio. We are building a next-gen casual in video gaming. So, with this designing to directly addressing of that percent of players who want emotional contrast, combining deep, engaging aesthetic with the immediately accessible fun that casually gamers love. Our strategy is the flywheel model, where when we test the 100% of free media games in web, we validate our audiences
using the non-invasive ads to survey supported, and then we escalate our into a biggest hit into a premium version of Steams. It is a really fun and diversity type of programming. So now, stepping back from the numbers, it is incredibly challenging and massively learning curve because as a part of the core teams, transplanting a concept like emotional casual game become an actual gameplay mechanics requires countless hours of programming testing, prototyping, and redesigning especially. And the biggest hurdle was balancing the casual aspect with the deep that we want to achieve. We have to ensure that the games was easy to pick up, but it is hard to put down. Working alongside talent and development and artists took me the truth of the interactive feedback. Well, we literally had to play our own game hundreds of times to get the feel exactly we want to transmit. Thank you.
Thank you, César. Granja, Andrea.
Good afternoon, teacher. I am going to talk about the country I would like to visit someday. The country I choose is England. First, because I want to practice English with British people in real life. Also, I am interested in the local food, and I would like to talk to native people on the street. I've always believed that traveling and talking to locals is the best way to learn and practice English skills. Second, I've always had a big interest on in its history and beautiful buildings. England has amazing old castles, massive museums, and world-famous universities like Oxford. I've recently looked at many photos of London, and I really want to see the famous Big Ben, the beautiful royal palaces, and the old streets. For a student, seeing those historic academic places in person will be inspiring. Finally, I am fascinated by their unique culture and daily lifestyle. I love the idea of exploring the beautiful green countryside. I haven't I haven't traveled to another country yet, but I've decided that England will definitely be my first stop. Eh, it it is perfect place to learn, explore, and have a great adventure, and that is why I choose England. Thank you.
Juanipatin, Mónica.
Hello, teacher. Where is Montañita located and why is it a special place for me? Montañita is located on the coast of Ecuador in Santa Elena province. It is one of the most famous beach towns in the country. I had visited Montañita several times and I had enjoyed its beautiful beaches and relaxed atmosphere. It is more lively than many other coastal towns because there are many restaurants, shops, and cultural events. I had made great memories there with my family and friends. In my opinion, Montañita is more exciting than other beaches I had visited, and that is why it's a very special place for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mónica. Guano, Ángela.
Yes, teacher. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to answer the question, if you feel scared and you are home alone, what do you do? Whenever I feel scared while being home alone, especially at night, I usually try to create cozy and distracted every environment. First, I make sure all the doors and windows are securely locked. Then I turn on some bright lights and spend time with my domestic cat. As their calm presence make me feel safe and less lonely. To complete take my mind off whatever scare me, I usually put on a lighter animated movie like a Pixar film or Shrek 2. Watching something familiar and helps me relax and before I know it, I completely forget about being scared. In addition to that, if I still feel a bit uneasy, I something call a close friends or family members just to chat for a few minutes until I feel completely secure again. Having that extra human connection always helps to ground me and completely removes any lingering anxiety or fear I may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Juano Patín Esteban.
Hello, teacher. Today I would like to talk about a special experience. I had a fancy restaurant. It happened in the Latacunga in front of Vicente Leon Park when I celebrated my 18th birthday. I went to white my Goulded family and we had to make a reservation in advance. The restaurant had a very nice atmosphere and everyone ordered sometimes difficult. The children order French with sugar sauces and the adult order different kinds of meat. I ordered a medium rare steak with bread, potatoes, and a French salad. I also tried uh, hot wing. Every was delicious, and the server was excellent. It is were wonderful experiences because I celebrated birthday with my family, and I want to love to visit that restaurant again. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Esteban. Guapi Lady.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Carolina Wapi. My question is, what is the most beautiful place in your country, and why would you recommend visiting it? Okay, I think one of the most beautiful place in my country is Baños de Agua Santa. I will recommend this place because it has amazing nature, beautiful mountains, rivers, and many waterfalls. The weather is also nice, not too hot and not too cold, so it is comfortable for visitors. One of the most famous places in Baños is the Twin and the End of the World. Many people visit this attraction because it has a wonderful view of the mountains. It is exciting and perfect for taking pictures. Another interesting place is Pailón del Diablo, which is a large and powerful waterfall. When you visit it, you can hear the sound of the weather and feel the fresh air. It is an unforgettable experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina. Casares Arelis.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arelis Casares. I'm 19 years old. And the question I chose is if science is important for my career. And the answer is yes. Science is extremely important for my career as a medical student. Medicine depends on science because it helps us understand the human body and how diseases affect people. It also teaches us how medicine works and how to choose the best treatment for patients. Science helps doctors make good decisions based on facts, not opinions. And as a future doctor, I need to keep learning because medicine changes all the time with new research and discoveries. And thanks to science, we can improve people's health and save their lives. That is why I believe science is one of the most important part of my future career as a doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, Arelis. Isa Lilian.
Hi teacher, my name is Lilian Isa. Today I would like to talk about my academic trip to Salinas. Trip has been one of the most interesting and valued experience for my university life. I have learned a lot about military telecommunication. First, I visited the Sornet naval base by Guayas. The officer explained that ships and submarines use satellite communication because it prevents reliable and secure communication during long-distance mission. They also show how use other communication system for the military personnel that is separate from the official communication channels. Next, I visited Sumnam and ESMA. There I learned that the HF bands is used for long distance communication, especially in maritime operations. I also saw that the VHF bands is used for short and medial distance communication and operation coordinate. This experience has helped us understand how satellite HF and VHF communication system work together depending on the missions, the distance, and the level for security. As a telecommunication engineer student, I think communication systems are one of the most important in telecommunication because they are essential for protecting our country. This experience has been one of the most important experiences in my university life. I have learned about military telecommunication. I show how military personnel work every day to maintain security communications. I also learn about the their pre, prefer, prefers life, their daily routines and their training. I as telecommunication engineer student, I think communication systems are one of the most important technology because they are essential for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilian. Isa Brian.
Good afternoon, teacher. Today I am going to answer a question about my city. The question is, what is the most beautiful place in your city and why do you like it? My answer is, in my opinion, the most beautiful place in my city is the Central Park. I like this place because it is clean, quiet, and relaxed. I usually go there with my family or my friends on weekends. We like to walk, talk, and eat easy cream together. There are many trees, colorful flowers, and nice place to sit. I enjoy the fresh air because it helps me feel calm after a busy week at the university. Sometimes I take pictures because this park looks very beautiful, especially in the afternoon when the weather is nice. I also like this park because it is safe and many families visited it every weekend. Children can play, people can exercise, and everyone can enjoy natural. When I have free time, I like to sit on a bench and listening to music or just to relax. I think this place is especially because it makes me feel happy and beautiful. I recommended visiting this park because it is beautiful, comfortable, and a great place to spend time with family and friends. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Jacome, Dani.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Danny Jacob. Today I want to tell you about an experience that taught me to be more careful. When I was about 12 years old, I was riding my bike near my house. Eh, One day I went down a big hill very fast, but I didn't see hole in the road. When I tried to stop, it was too late. I fell off my bike and it landed on my leg. My leg was bleeding and it hurt a lot. I went back home and my mom was very worried and a little angry. Science today, I always ride my bike more careful. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Dani. Lara, Daniel.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk about the most interesting experience I have had recently. The last week, I attended a conference called SEED. I learned about fascination biotech research. Two of the excuse me, can you see me? Oh, pardon, teacher. I learned about two of these projects were led by my microbiology teacher in collaboration with a community lab called BioHack. First, they isolate a native Bacillus licheniform from Heterman source in Huapan, Ecuador. In a last research, they have discovered that this microbe produce a special compound called biosurfactants. These biosurfactants have shown amazing potential to oil bioremediation because they can separate water by forming bubbles. This is crucial for cleaning oil spring in the environment. Secondly, they have development a bioplastic using this same microbe. In our university lab, they use beet molassa as biomass to inoculate the bacteria. Then centrifugate, wash with distilled water, cultivate again in a medium that contains sodium hypochlorite, dry it, wash with alcohol to obtain the bioplastic. However, the bad aspect in this production is the cost, that 15 per unit, while petroleum-based alternatives are cheaper. However, this been happen an eye-opening experience that changed my perspective of biotechnology in Ecuador in our university. That because I can see this research. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. López Valeria.
Present, teacher. Okay,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Valeria. The question is, when was your favorite experience? Okay, my favorite experience this year was my academic trip to Esmeraldas. On June 25, my classmate and I went to Esmeraldas. In the morning, we visited Flopec. The engineering showed us the facilitates and explained how the company works. We learning a lot about the oil industry. In the afternoon, we went to the beach while we were watching to Germany versus Ecuador. Um, mhm, Everyone was cheering and having fun. Ecuador won the game, and the president declared a national holiday. It was were very exciting to celebrate with my classmate. The next day, we got ready to visit the Esmeraldas refinery. We were really excited because we want to see the refinery. The funny part was uh, that we didn't know the national holiday would affect our visit. When we arrived, they didn't let us enter because everything was closed. We were a little disappointed, but we all loved because none of us expect that to happen. In the end, we still enjoy the trip and made great memories together. Thank you.
Thank you, Vale. Medina Catherine.
Good afternoon. My name is Catarina Medina. I am 20 years old. Today I will tell about my first date at the university and how I feel now. On my first date at university, I feel happy, nervous, and a little scared. I woke up early because I did not want to be late. That day I went with my cousin and that helped me a lot. She walked with me to the university entrance and gave me support. At the university, I saw many students and I feel a little nervous because everything was new. No, I really like university and enjoy this stage of my life. And also, I am happy to be with my best friend, Samantha Caicedo, and we have been friends for 9 years, and that make this experience very special. Thank you.
Mera Marilyn.
Good afternoon. My name is Marilyn Mera. Why do you want to visit a Baños de Agua Santa? I want to visit Baños de Agua Santa because I heard it's a aventure capital of Ecuador, full of waters, a hot spring, breathtaking green. Baños called to because I want to some inter-famous and try hot eater to 300 answering outside of the road. I am drawn to Baños de Agua Santa for the mix of the adrenaline and relaxation. I want to visit the Baños because if we set a photo of say what the activity the Durango volcano, I need to experience how every inter-person. And for me, Baños is the perfect planet to the combination internature, three experience for every say journey, mountain to with. Thank you.
Thank you, Mesa Anaí.
Good afternoon, teacher. I'm going to talk about using uniform. The question is, do you ever use uniform? And the answer is yes, because for the university, I have two uniforms, the career uniform and the sport uniform. So honestly, it's more practical for me in the mornings. It saves me a lot of times because I don't have to stress about putting a nice outfit, especially when I'm running late. On top of that, for the career I'm studying initial education, wearing a uniform is pretty much mandatory, even if we have schedules because we use the career uniform just on Tuesday and Thursday. So, however, uh, when I have plans to have hang out with my friends after class, I definitely prefer wearing my own clothes because that clothes make me feel comfortable and stylish. But overall, I appreciate the uniform because it saves me the day when I'm on a rush. Thank you.
Thank you, Anaí. Montes de Oca, Diego.
Hi, Angel. How are you?
Uh, Hi, Diego. I'm fine, thanks. Sorry. Just just trying to survive the week. No, sorry. My voice is there. Just trying to survive the week. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, I had some questions for you. What are you doing on Friday?
Well, honestly, I don't have anything big plans. I'm just staying home because I don't have money to go out. Maybe I will watch Netflix or do some homework. What about you, Diego?
Me on Friday. I'm reviewing my pending tasks and organizing my study area as I usually do to stay on top of my responsibilities. Are you going to a birthday party this weekend?
No, I'm not. Parties are too expensive right now, so I prefer to stay home and study for a test. But my sister is going to one, so what about you?
Not this weekend, but I always enjoy social gatherings, signs, and very outgoing. Do you have a job interview next week?
No, I don't. But I have been sending my resume to a few places and try to find a part-time job so I can survive. I can save some money. Do you know any place that are hiring?
Okay, let me think. Maybe the new supermarket downtown. By the way, in the future, I want to explore more career paths, not only the ones directly tied to programming. Mm, can you give me a guide after class?
Yes, of course. My car is not the best, but I can definitely take you home. Just wait me after class, and carry for you. What about you?
Sure, I can give you a ride after class. It works with my schedule.
Awesome. Thanks, Diego. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
And see ya.
Thank you, Diego and Ángel. Moreira, Jonathan.
Hello, teacher. My name is Jonathan Moreira. Today I want to talk about my last weekend. My last weekend I went to a restaurant with my family to eat encebollado. We wanted to enjoy a nice meal together. The restaurant was very clean and very food was amazing. I ordered a big bowl of encebollado and it was really delicious at a lot because I was very hungry and I love it, the flavor. And my family also enjoyed their food and everybody was happy. We talked louder and had a great time together. It was a wonderful experience and I would like to back to the restaurant again because then encebollado was one of the best I have ever eaten. Thank
Thank you, Jonathan. Oña Karen.
Okay, teacher. Hello, everyone. My name is Karen. I am 25 years old. I am from Quito, Ecuador. I study accounting and auditing. I am foreign student because I study away from my hometown. In my free time, I love playing soccer every weekend. I play soccer because it helps me stay active and healthy. I also enjoy singing, playing the ukulele, and visiting waterfall or going camping with my cousin. I really enjoy watching horror movies because I think they are exciting. When I feel nervous, I usually listen to music and take a deep breath. One of the most uncomfortable experience in my life was when my parents had a traffic accident. I was a very difficult moment, but it made me strong and taught me to value my family even more. I like wearing casual and sporty clothes because they are comfortable. I have visited Baños and Macas. They are a beautiful place and really enjoy the nature and the waterfalls. In the future, I have to study English abroad, travel to different countries, and continue growing professionally. And thank you, listen.
Thank you, Karen. Ortega Sandra.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sandra Ortega. I am 34 years old. I am from Ecuador and I live in Carchi province. I study at ISP University because I want to become a better professional and continue learning every day. I consider myself a responsible, honest, and hardworking person. In my free time, I like listen to music, watching movies, reading education books, and spending mm, time with my family and friends. My favorite sport is basketball because it is exciting and helps my stay healthy. I also enjoy using technology to complete my university assignments and the learning using one of my biggest goals is the graduate from university and earn a master degree in the future. I feel education is the key to success because it helps is grow personally and professionally. I am very happy to be here study and hope to enjoy the learning a little about my uh, thank you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Sandrita. Ortega Michael.
Good afternoon, everyone. My question is, what school subjects did you think were interesting? When I was in high school, I thought that physics and mathematics were the most interesting subjects. I enjoy physics because it helped me understand how the world works. It explained concepts such as uh, moves, energy, electricity, and forces. I found it fascinating because we could apply physics to many situations in our daily lives. Mathematics was another subject that I really liked. It helped me develop logical thinking and problem solving of skills. I enjoyed solving equations and working with my numbers because they challenge my mind and improve my analytic abilities. I also believe that mathematics was very useful for science and engineering. Overall, physics and mathematics were the subjects that I found the most interesting in the high school because they were useful and challenging to help them better understand the all in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Paladines, Marilyn.
Good afternoon, teacher, everyone. I'm going to talk about my experience at the National Orienteering Championship. My first national championship was in Latacunga, representing ESP, Orienteering and the Adventure Club. On the first day, I was a sprint event. I didn't have so much experience, so I was very nervous and anxious because I was competing against EFA Military School, Allied Command, and the Borja Academy. I'm good at running and have good endurance, and that always me to win the first medals, say second place, with a time of the 9 minutes and 17 seconds. On the second day, it was a distance event in the forest. I ended up getting hurt by the branches, but I still made into the finish line. I come the third place. For my first national competition in didn't go to badly. I come home the second place and the third place medal. The University for the Harmless Courses gave the recognition for the competition in Latacunga and Cuenca. In total, I brought home 4 medals, one third place and the third second places. From there, I went to the compete in Riobamba with an elite level match. And coming up, I will be going to Latacunga in August 18 and 19 for the rematch. I'm to place with the rackets to quality for Chile. Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you, Marilyn. Palma, Laura.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. My name is Laura Palma, and today I'm gonna talk about the question. So, I'm gonna start. I have ever swim in an ocean? Yes, I have. Which one? I swam in a Pacific Ocean in Ecuador. It's warm and more beautiful than the Atlantic. The beach Galapagos are far more amazing than the other beach because the water is clean and you can see many animals. Next, in my opinion, what is the most beautiful place in my city? In my city, it's Manabi. So I love Los Frailes are more spectacular than other beach because the cliffs are higher and the sunsets are brighter. For me, Los Frailes is probably the best beach in the whole country. And is Manabi famous for its skyscrapers? No, it isn't. Manabi is a small town. Has a fewer skyscrapers than Quito or Guayaquil. The city, they are smaller and more relaxing than the big capitals. Finally, what city in my country has the most people? That is Guayaquil. It's the largest city in Ecuador, and it's much busier and more crowded than Manta or Puerto Viejo in Manabí. Guayaquil has far more people than any other cities in the coast. So thank you so much for listening to me and have a good day.
Thank you, Laurita. Perugachi Soraya.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmate. Could you tell me about a memorable or unexpected experience you done recently? Yes, of course. A few weeks I got my boyfriend and decided to go on the trip. We were traveling by motorcycle to Baños, and the weather was great at first. However, while we were riding off the highway, the water suddenly changed and it started to rain heavy. It was pouring. Unfortunately, we didn't have any raincoat. Why, luckily, we spotted a small gas station on the road. Should we stop there to wait all the storm? It was unexpected and by of an embarrassing moment because we were completely wet, but in the end, it became a fun adventure that we said loud about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Soraya. Kishpe Allison.
Present teacher. Okay, does your city have any famous bridge? Yes, of course. Does Quito has several well-known bridges. The most famous and impressive one is Chiche Bridge, with over a deep valley very close to our international airport. It stands about 137 meters high and over 300 meters long. Fact. It is considered one of the highest bridges in all of South America. And we also have Machanga Bridge, the oldest one in the city. It was built almost 500 years ago during colonial time using stone and brick. There is also Wambra Bridge, a busy overpass decorated with bright traditional paintings. These structures connect different parts of our capital and show both our history and modern progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison. Kishpe Dayana.
Hello, teacher. My name is Dayana Kishpe. What do you think is the most amazing natural wonder in the world? What? Okay, I think the most amazing natural wonder in the world is the Amazon rainforest. It is incredible because it is a largest tropical rainforest on Earth, and it is home to millions of plants and animals, many species that live the cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Another reason why the Amazon rainforest is so amazing is beautiful it processes a lot of oxygen and helps to control the climate of the planet. People often call it is the lungs of the earth. The rivers, waters, um, other tree make it one the most beautiful place in natural. I will love it the visit Amazon one day because I want to see it is will different and learn more amount it is important for our planet. I believe with some project this natural wonder because it is very uh, louder or humans, animals, and future generations. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Diana. Romero Ginser.
Okay. Hello, my name is Ginger Romero. I chose Unit 4. The question is, what was your most memorable academic experience? One of the best experience I have had was my recent academic field trip to Turkana during the first week of June. As a geospatial engineering student, I learned how to use GPS technology for precision agriculture. By recording the exacting coordinates about 26 different plant species, including guava, mandarina, mango, yucca, and grape planting. This activity helping me understand how geospatial information can identify, organize and monitor crops, marine quality, and I learning type. Every plant has a different time to grow and produce fruits. Um, by knowing the exact location of each crop, farmers can plant new crops, use the land more efficiently, and making better decisions. This experience showed me that geospatial engineer is not only used for agriculture, but also for environment, public health, and city planning. I feel very proud because I realized that geospatial engineer help people solve real problems and improving the quality of life under geographic information. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeans. Samuesa Sandra.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Sandra Samuesa. My question is, what school subject do you think are interesting? I think English and economics are the most interesting school subject. I like English because it helps me communicate with people from different countries, watch movies, listen to music, and find better jobs opportunities in the future. I also enjoy learning new vocabulary and improving my speaking skills. I also think economics is interesting because it helps me understand how money, business, and markets works. It teaches my how people make financial decisions and why the economic changes. These subjects are useful not only at the school but also in everyday life. That's my way they are my favorite subjects. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Sandra. Sisa Paco.
Hi, teacher. My name is Paco Alejandro Cisaguano. I'd like to share on of the best experience of my life. It happened a year ago when I started working partly for fun and partly to learn more about the working world at a cafe in Quito's Historic Center. I worked there for over 3 months, and during that time, I met an amazing young woman who worked right next to meet advisor. I was nervous about talking to her, but I gradually managed to strike up a conversation. I felt much more motivated, confident, and incredibly happy during the period. Eventually, I gathered the courage to ask her at amusement park. Um, she is the kind of the person who is interested in everything, always eager to learn or have fun in her own unique way. We're both passionate about is tennis, and we usually go to Fundeporte Park every Saturday and play. It's over. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Paco. Taco Kimberly.
Yes, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Kimberly Taco, and I gone to the Yodabun. My experience to travel about and visit Mexico for folklore tour and the was of the country for approximately 20 days. Is why one of the most wonderful experience I've ever and because I hope to the learning about the cultural and traditional here and the visit and tourists, the destinations and the personal and the enjoy. What I like about my trips and personal, I love the cultural, traditional, the food and the how they can the people we with and they were. It was an incredible experience. Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you, Kimberly. Tapia Jessica.
Present, teacher. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Jessica Viviana Tapia Vázquez. I am 31 years old. I live in Carapungo. I am currently studying for a basic education drone and only program. I decided to study this career because teaching has always been my greatest passion. Since I was young, I have admired teachers because they have the opportunity to inspire and guide for future generations. I believe that education is one of the most important tools to change people's lives. For these reasons, I want to become a professional teacher who helps children develop their knowledge, values, and confidence. I especially enjoy working with children between the age of 7 and 12 because they are curious, creative, and eager to learn. I would like to create a positive and motivating learning environment where every child feels valued and supported. Although studying only requires responsibility and discipline, I enjoy this learning experience because this alone me to continue growing professionally. Every day I learn new teaching strategies that will help me become a better educator in the future. Besides studying, I enjoy spending time with my family, learning new things, and improving my skills. I believe that Learning is a lifelong journey, and I will try to give my best in everything I do. One of my biggest goals is to inspire my future students to believe in themselves and enjoy learning every day. Thank you.
Tipan Kelly.
Good evening, teacher. Good evening, classmate. My name is Kelly, and my question is your opinion. What is the most beautiful place in your city? In my opinion, the most beautiful place in my city is the History Center of Quito. It is one of the most famous places in Ecuador because of this beautiful church, old buildings, and rich history. I like walking through and streets and enjoy the architecture because it makes me feel I like traveling back each time. One of my favorite places there is a Plaza Grande in surrounded by important buildings, and there are always people visiting and taking pictures. I also enjoy visiting the church because they are very impressive and have beautiful decoration inside. Another reason I like the history center at the atmosphere. There are many coffees, restaurants, and small shops where I can buy food and handmade souvenirs. It is great place to spend time with my family or friends, especially on weekends. I think every visitor should go there because it shows the culture, history, and beautiful of my city. I always enjoy visiting, and I made proud that Quito has such an amazing place for everyone to discover. Thank you.
Thank you. Unapucha Kevin.
Yes, teacher. Good morning, teacher. My name is Kevin Unapucha. Today I'm going to talking about my future plans after I finish my studies. After I finish my studies, I going to look for a job related to my career, so that I can gain experience and continue growing professionality. I want to learn from experienced people, develop new skills, and face different challenges to will help me improve every day. I also to take specialty courses to explain my knowledge and become a more qualified professional. In the future, I would like to have a stable job, achieve financial independence, and support my family. I am also interested in traveling to different places and learning about new cultures. I believe that dedication, responsibility, and continual learning are essential for achieving success. Thank you, teacher.
Villanueva Francis.
Yes, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Francis. My question is, what are you doing this weekend? This weekend, I am going to do different activities. On Friday, I am going to gym because I was staying healthy. After that, I am going to dinner with my family, relax at home. On Saturday, I am going to meet my friends, drink some coffee, and talk with them. In the evening, I am going to watch a movie. On Sunday, I am going to do my homework, study English, and prepare for my class. I enjoy spending my weekends with my family and friends because mm, They make my head I'm happy. And thank you, teacher.
Thank you. That is the end of the test.